here into the lab. From the lab, we push it forward to node 2, Gem and Columbus, and then it comes back this way, where it finally hits node 1 and then shares with the airlock node. We use it as a way to help keep CO2 low if we're using node 3 Cedra versus any of the CO2 removals in the lab. Here and down the bottom. And then when we stow them on board, we make sure that we're not stowing them with the stems in contact with each other, because that, again, could cause them to leak. And we don't put a lot of pressure on them, especially when they're nice full bags. That, again, would... The only thing I really wanted to talk about in here was hatches, just because we have easy access to a couple hatches. You guys have already gotten your hatch training. It hasn't changed. We want to keep it uncapped if it's not to space, so that you can equalize across the hatchway if for some reason that's done. You'll see that we have this hatch here. We don't actually have a hatch on the airlock interface to node 1. It's this hatch and the crew lock hatch. So we close this hatch as part of EVA operations. And at times,
because we're going to check. We're going to check if it's I miss that step. I got to skip that step.
Yeah, go ahead and go all the way in.
That's going to happen during suit up, or happen in like the road to EVA the day before?
It would likely.
This is a 1500 PSI. This isn't.
Here's your regulator. It's going to regulate down to.
Until you couldn't.
Yeah.
Until you blew up.
We call this the spaghetti panel. You might hear people refer to it as that on space.
Remember that?
We call it the spaghetti panel just because of
It makes this like tricolor spaghetti.
Yeah, it makes sense. Just
pressure.
The SpaceX used GCA the same pressure.
It is not the same pressure.
The same
You're shattering. The PCA measures total pressure. It also has access to vacuum. Here in the airlock, we don't have the PPR function active. Yeah, with pad. Our chin strap has like a big kind of cup. To be your actual clothes and crew preference items. The rest of the bags in here are for volumetric purposes. So they've got the gray TCUs that we use for test.
That way you've got anti-fog and lint-free paper and all these stickers and stuff that you need to buy and everything. Yeah. So this is the overwraps and the environment stuff. I would just put that in the little bungee jail.
You'll have this in your bag one. So I would grab the one that you're going to use today from your bag one.
Okay.
But as far as pre-staging, so if you're going to do your LCD on it before getting to the airlock.
This is the jumper.
Yeah.
Okay. That's on either side here, just to have, and so you'll have to put these on the suit.
Right.
We'll.
Do you want to rate? You do it on the back one normally, Bob?
You don't get many options during training.
And we go. Make sure you just watch your head and use the strap. This procedure you don't do standalone. The steps are captured in other procedures, making sure things are powered off and in the right config.
Jackie.
Yep. You got it. Thank you.
Nice. So
This is kind of what it could look like. This is kind of what it would look like outside the we'll
on the UIA.
And so typically we'll bring in backup PCS because you guys will be isolated for 10-2, so. Give me a help, let me know. Okay, I can.
Yeah, so if you could just pinch that and pull it down, like grab it by the last joint and pinch it and pull it down. If I can get a hold of it. Yep, that's good.
That feel better?
Fat fingers, dude. Well, you don't want any folds in these things, so I got it one size too small.
I understand that. Yeah.
So, yeah.
You're gonna hold like this? Yeah. I'm gonna show you this and let you do the second one. So I'm gonna hold like this. He's gonna push against me until he gets all the way in. Once he sees his hand, he'll bend his arm perfect, just like that, and you'll bring them together, okay?
And it just clicks and
That's
clicks.
it. And you pull the dollar back over top.
Yeah.
And then you get to the table, just tuck it under his, up here under the TNG. Okay. Ready?
A little more.
Tight, dude. That's it. If you ever feel like you need more.
I think you're. I'm gonna double check it. Thank you.
All right.
You did a good one. Hold on.
Back, good.
We'd have all done it.
Alright, here's the money maker. Hey, watch that safer.
You wanna? I got this one.
Hold it. I'm gonna pull it. Grab that. Coming down.
Hey, Lauren.
Yeah.
Y'all don't need any of that foam. I got tons of it down there for you.
All right. It's kind of significant. It's not insignificant, I should say.
I'm gonna let this float.
I'll hand it back to you. Do you see anything on the screen right now, actually?
Nope.
No? Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just bring this back up.
Okay. So,
We're going to have you look straight forward. We're just going to calibrate you.
okay.
Hold.
Trying to throw them off station.
Oh yeah, no, the so our
There we go.
All right, looks
let's see, Houston, I've come off structure underneath the airlock here. Don't appear to have a safety tether. I'm going to swing my PGT out of the way and deploy my hand controller.
And we copy EV1. You're coming, did you say nadir off the airlock?
Nadir off the airlock, yeah.
Copy. In 5 seconds. 5, 4, 2, 1. And you can power up.
Okay, I've turned on the safer,
We copy power up on the safer.
waiting for it to stabilize. The attitude still definitely looks very jumpy to me.
And what are you seeing right now?
I'm seeing the underside of space station.
Copy.
Okay. And I'm going to start my putting some inputs in to come back towards station. think I'm closing the gap.
ZV2, I'm making my way towards node 2. Looks like you're going to come in between.
I'm aiming for what looks like there's an antenna and a line of handrails just on the nadir side of the lab here.
We see you passing the arm, looking at the station cameras, coming in at a good speed.
Copy.
And we'll count that.
Okay, well, I'll get to another handrail over here.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's not a dedicated Z-book.
Okay.
Essentially, that would be part of the task list activity. We'll tell you, hey, go to this Z-book, unplug this equipment.
Okay.
That way you can plug in.
And we're still missing one more called P2.
It's good. Like
I
that.
think, yeah, like the side is always more intuitive for me. And that just the same way we calibrate when you're doing training down here, that's how we do it there. So wherever you're pointing forward, that's going to be your new forward.
Okay.
So if you move your head down and double tap, that becomes your new forward.
Okay.
Okay. So this is where you can look down and see your display.
Okay, I can see my display 74%, 73%, so it's using up some of the propellant. I'm going to pitch a little bit to get pointed in the right direction here. Okay. It's interesting. I can see the line in the training.
And EV2, are you ready for cooling or not yet?
EV2, I'll take 5 pH of cooling.
Copy. ECS, go to 5 GPH on the blue.
TDECS, 5 GPH and work on the blue. Alarms had been enabled and we show no alarms at impact testing.
Copy. And good morning, Safe Tires EV1 and 2. How do you copy? Copy Safe Tires EV1. Copy Safe Tires EV2. Going to backup.
Copy.
Yes, you're going to need a Bravo 7.
Okay.
Installed torque was 23, so.
Okay. I've got the PGT, and I'll set Bravo 7, and then was it counter 2?
Counter 2.
Okay.
And Bob, I copy your question about closing the MLI on the other one.
Correct.
I think we can probably defer that, and once we've pulled out the spare, it'll be easier from the front side. You can just grab it then.
Okay. And is my next to go to the crew lock bag to relocate it to the forward?
Yep.
And Bob, copy your tethers are good now?
Yes.
Sure. And you're good for me to take GCA here?
I am. Can release my feet.
Okay, UV1's in the APFR, stowing the ingress aid.